Don't know how YouTube works, man. I know their fucking YouTube has a totally different AI than fucking like China and shit, man. Yeah, China's is more advanced and learns fucking quicker, man. But YouTube's has been around longer and shit, man. I have a feeling like YouTube like took a chunk of it. It's like the PAL cards in Metal Gear, remember? I remember the first Metal Gear and shit, man. They had like 3 of them or some shit like that, man. They're like, yeah, the PAL cards and shit, man. They had to put them in. I'm feeling like Twitter has one of those, Facebook has one of those, and then what else, man? I said like Google. I think it was like Google or some shit like that. You know, it could be like Microsoft or Apple, some shit, and there's like one of the 3 combinations of shit, man. So anyway, what was I just talking about? I'm sorry, man. But yeah, like they have like fucking AIs like that shit, man. So like when these like, you know, like AI keys come together and shit, man, that's when it becomes really strong, man. They're trying to treat them like nuclear fuel rods and shit, man. Trying to get them together and shit, man. And then like it's like processing power, man. But like this, you know, China doesn't do that. China's just one continuous, and it just fucking grows like a cell and shit, you know, like. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, like a little cell and shit, man. So it just keeps growing and growing and, you know, reverberating and shit, and going. But there's, man, Americans are sneaky and shit, you know. They fucking put theirs together, and they, you know, they conglomerate, man. And they separate it, they conglomerate, and they separate it, man. It's just like, oh, YouTube's there too, man. You know, it's just like, YouTube doesn't know exactly what's going on yet, or they do, man. And YouTube's the most fucking, you know, like the chicks, and you know, like the fucking pretty chicks, and they're just like, you know, they're like, oh shit, they act all stupid and shit. They're like, yeah, here. They're like, yeah, do this for me, man. Please, I don't know how to do it here. They're just watching you and shit. Like, yeah, you little ant. I'm just kidding, no, but yeah, for real though, they're just kind of doing that shit to us, and I'm thinking like, yeah, they don't understand, man. But yeah, you know, now we can go back and, you know, use some of this metadata for ourselves and shit, man. But at the same time, it's like, they're doing it real time. We can only go back and look at it and shit, man. So I'm just saying, man, it's like there's like, you know, there's what's wrong with America, man. There's all the fucking money's on that side, and we're all basically the, you know, like the fucking experiments and shit, man. So I don't know, you know, at some point, this is not funny, man, or it doesn't become funny, man. It's just like, it's amusing, you know. At some point, it's like, what the fuck, you know? It's like, where the fuck is all that money and shit, man? Like, we worked for all this fucking money, paper money, you know, coins, all this shit, man. Where the fuck is it, man? It's like, it just fucking disappeared, and it's like, they take it off the planet and shit, man, and fucking use all that metal off the planet and shit, man. Probably is, man, but I'm just saying, man, for right now, man, it's like, I like YouTube and shit, man. It's just like, I don't understand its fucking, you know, algorithm. If it has, I don't think maybe it fucking doesn't have one and shit, man. Or, you know, I'm just saying, man, or maybe it's just hasn't catered to it, man, or like, you know, or like, I don't know, maybe YouTube is just gonna be like a fucking game and shit, man. You know, you just like think about like the whole, you know, app of YouTube and shit, man. Just imagine that as one game and shit, man, and like the whole app of Twitter as one game and shit, man. And you plug that into a fucking AI and shit, man. And it's like, yeah, you know. Or like an AI creates games from like your whole history of fucking YouTube. It creates a game from like your whole history of fucking Twitter. Creates a game from your whole history of TikTok and shit, man. It's like, yeah, catered all to you and shit, man. That's what they can do, man. But it's like, we'll never have access to that like that. We'll just be trying out their shit, man, for the rest of our lives, man. It's like,